Welcome back to the channel. Let's explore together. Today we've got Linkin Park, One More Light, but it's an acoustic cover by Dave Winkler. YouTube recommended this. Goodness. YouTube recommended this to me, and I decided, sure, why not? One More Light is not exactly a favorite of mine for Linkin Park songs, but it is a song that I feel would translate very well into an acoustic cover. And, you know, this gentleman, Dave Winkler, has 3.5 million views on this in 2 years. So, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Stay where the signs I ignored. I like the way he treated his voice and the audio engineering part of this. It's very, very fitting for doing a Linkin Park song because you have the multi-band compressor making the general sound and timbre of the voice a little unnatural in how present and sharp it is, which is something that they always did with Chester's voice, especially when he would do more sung stuff. And you could also tell that some form of melodyne or auto-tune was almost certainly used on these notes, not because this gentleman can't sing, but because they would do that to Chester, who also was a great singer. But it adds to this effect, this general feel of the Linkin Park kind of voice where it's natural but robotic all at once. It's overly perfect but also grungy. It's this very bizarre type of engineering that Chester Bennington, rest in peace, and Linkin Park's engineers basically made their own, and it's been done a lot since they started doing that. I don't recall any artists really doing that before Linkin Park to the extent that they did. They really didn't start doing it heavily until Minutes to Midnight. And that would be around 2006 or 2007. And I don't remember this version of audio treatment and engineering being popular before then, but I could be wrong on that. It could be a different group that really started that. But in any case, I'm really glad that even in an acoustic cover, he seems to have paid attention to treating his voice a similar way that you would expect Linkin Park to do it. And perhaps he does that in all of his music. This is my first introduction to him, but at least he did it here.
Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep.
I will say his mouth looks odd lip syncing. I don't know if he looks like this when he's actually singing, but it's so minimally opened at each note. I don't know if that's how he actually sings or it's just how he lip syncs, but it definitely was a little weird to me. I love his voice though. The playing is very peaceful. I'd hope in this acoustic cover we might get more than the guitar added. Acoustic just means you're not supposed to have to plug any of these things into the wall. Maybe like a violin or a cello to like come in and warm up the sound would be amazing. I have no idea if it's just going to be the focus on guitar and vocal though.
If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in a sky of 1,000,000.
Sounds like there's a second guitar and it's electric in the background, just to like single plucks. Like, no, don't go anywhere close to electric, or it sounds like an acoustic maybe plugged into an amplifier in the background, and like a second layer of guitar. Just give me some strings instead. But the vocals right here are getting even better.
And stars, it flickers.
I hear that. It's up in the upper right if you have good headphones, and they actually space things for you. Definitely the sound of a being plucked electric guitar. So we cheated our acoustic title. We've been lied to. At least it sounds nice.
Of 1,000,000 stars, it flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out?
I do find in the industry a lot, people will use acoustic to mean there's no drums more than anything, but acoustic is supposed to mean there's no electronic instruments, which means you could absolutely have drums in an acoustic cover. So it's always kind of funny to me that acoustic is usually synonymous with there's no drums, but acoustic is supposed to be there's no powered instruments. It's something that you would just be able to play live without any sort of outlets or any sort of electrical influence. Acoustic, just the normal acoustic. So drums are free game. There's a lot of keyboards, not pianos, keyboards in acoustic covers, and keyboards are not acoustic instruments. Anyway, that's semantics of acoustic. That's what you get when you have the weird brain that I have as an audio guy, who's also hyper obsessed over word pronunciation and usage.
If a moment is all we are.
But to comment on the song, it sounds wonderful, and you should have watched it before watching my reaction, because my reactions, I like to watch things and actually talk about them instead of just staring at them like some crazy person.
Or quicker, who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need.
I don't know where this guy's from, but this looks like it could be a park somewhere in the Midwest, type of trees and rocks and stuff. Unless those are hills in the background. I'm not sure if those are hills or taller trees. If they're hills, he'd be in the closer to the southern, I guess, or somewhat. There's other parts of the Midwest, I guess, that are hilly. So it could still be the Midwest. It just gives a Midwest vibe, Midwest sunset vibe. But he's probably like somewhere in California or something, and it's just the lens blurring that's deceiving me.
Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair.
Or maybe he's not even in the USA with the way he said it's not fair. That sounded like an accent came out. An accent from where?
And you should be. It's not fair.
Not fair. That did not sound US native anymore. Curious. The curiosities increase towards Mr. Dave Winkler. I wouldn't be curious if he wasn't good, though. I do very much enjoy the sound of this.
Just 'cause you can see it doesn't mean it isn't there.
Of course, if I knew my baseball, I'd know what the heck that baseball cap is. And then we'd probably know where he's actually from and have an explanation to whatever that accent is. But dang it. Is that a D for Detroit, maybe? Detroit something or another baseball team, which would put him in the Midwest. Who knows? Can't wait for the comments complaining that I was observant of the video instead of just repeating myself about the song. Hush now.
If they say...
Yo, is he wearing a hybrid jean jacket, leather jacket? I'm pretty sure he is. And I'm pretty sure I need one now.
Who cares if one more light goes up?
Yo, if that's what it might be like the Letterman jacket material on those sleeves, but dang if that's not a vibe. All right, jacket goals.
Out in a sky of a million stars, it flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
I don't hear. I might have been phased out that last chorus, but I wasn't hearing as pronounced the electric guitar there, and there's definitely not one here.
flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment
I guess we're supposed to get a thumbnail with this man. We're running out of time, guys.
is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Well,
All right, we'll do one here, right? Why not? It could be a whole romantic experience. I have no idea why I went with teenage romance film. I think it's just the setting of this video took me to a sad scene from like a teenage soap opera from the 2000s Nickelodeon era. Except his jacket's cooler. This is a beautiful cover. But I really would have liked some string accompaniment. Good job, Mr. Winkler. Right? Yep, Dave Winkler. Davey Winky. Let me know what you guys thought down in that commenting section of filth. If you're a member of the channel, I'll for sure see what you have to say. If you're not, maybe I will, maybe I won't. If you want to yell at me, you can pay me $1 and be a channel member for 1 month and guarantee that I see you yelling at me. Oh, get on out of here until we explore again.